for me, which is as powerful as play, but this is me as a dog trainer. And dogs can act and experience feeling safe by continually increasing and engaging on play. It's impossible for a dog to play if it's not feeling safe. So if you convince a dog to play, you convince a dog that you are safe here, and you are safe here, and you are safe here, and you are safe here. And everywhere that the dog can play is feeling safe. And safeness is very important for a dog which is fearful. Okay? So, training and communication. So this is João. I have learned this with my student, João, which is over there. So now he's like this. Miles is not used to being second. Training is there. There is, I said, sit stay, which is really difficult for this young setter. He likes to run stay, not stay. So, training a basic obedience program using good positive training mechanisms is essential part of these modification tools. Positive reinforcement provides a chance for a dog to feel good in every cued behavior he is asked to perform, because this behavior is so much linked, so much attached to other emotions and to positive emotions, okay? And this is what is recalling to the moment. It might be a little bit fear, but if we ask a sit and the sit has been reinforced with positive reinforcement, the back of his mind, the positive association and the emotion is there, okay? So, and he might be a little bit, and is thinking about this and not thinking about, oh, I'm a little bit afraid of that. Okay, so this, oops, okay, there it is. This minimizes the amount of uncertainty that it can experience in a new setting. Okay, if a dog comes into a new setting and is afraid of it, if we give him the chance to perform behaviors that he already knows, like heel, sit, lay down, look at me, this will lead the dog to not be so uncertain, not be unsafe. He will be more safe doing things that he knows he is really proficiency, more or less, on doing it. Okay. So, training and communication, we use it as a tool. Train a behavior as simple as sit or a hand target, for instance, and generalize it. Use it and train it in every environment that you can. So this leads the dog to perform the behavior, and it's a chance that the association related to the fear and provides another state of mind and emotion. Okay? So, this forces the dog to think and perform rather to feel and to react. And this is really, really important, because this will put the dog in another set of mind. And progressively we are giving him the ability to have this set of mind bigger than this set of mind. Okay? So, training is setting a communication system between us and the dog, and the communication using positive reinforcement techniques make it easier to live with the dogs. Okay? This is Arthur, a Cocker Spaniel, and I've brought this case especially because nobody thinks about it. And Arthur came to me with 3 months, and the owners told me, well, I would like so much to train for a dog to be obedient and to be a nice dog. I said, wow! And I was talking to my colleagues saying, wow, imagine, people are doing this is really nice. So after the first talk, they told me, well, yes, but he also bites like hell. When? Okay, so now he's a fine dog, but he could be a little devil that you can't imagine, and he was biting really strong. And nobody cares why, because he was 3 months old, and maybe you can grab him and say, don't do that. And after, when he's 1, 2, 3 years, what's going to happen? Okay? So, he came with 3 months. He was biting when being held, okay? Biting when wearing the harness, and so young? Okay. It was really, really important that Arthur came to us as young as that. So, what was the matter? I wasn't not sure. We did some... we tried and tried and tried to see, and after a while I think this was the problem. Fear of being lifted from the floor, okay? Because Arthur has this... maybe you can see it here. Okay, you see this? Oh, this phenotype is sometimes so not that easy for the dogs, because we are, oh, you are so nice, because they are so round, and everybody, especially because this is a couple, a young couple, they don't have children, and they have lots of ants, and Arthur doesn't have to stay at home alone, he goes to the ants, and the ants, oh, and it was, and the dog was a little bit, he was afraid of being lifted from the floor, okay? This is really high for a young puppy, and so, as soon as he had the chances, he was trying to bite, but bite really strong, okay? So, and these harnesses that everybody likes, there it is. I'm not going to say the name because I might have some problems with commercials, but dogs sometimes don't like it because they see a piece of something coming onto their head and they don't like it. So he was afraid of it. He still is a little bit afraid of it. So, there it is. Getting to associate this, okay, with another set of emotions, this will decrease his aggressiveness with some proper training. Training a general program of obedience, including some stimulus control. Okay, you need to stay, a ball is going, you stay, a door is opening, you stay, so he can have some more stimulus control on himself and not reacting that much. Okay, so there it is. You have, this is opposite, but they send me like that, so I can't do anything. She's having a full hand of sausages, you see? He still doesn't like it. But I was lucky enough because these owners are very special people and they do the best for this dog. And he's a nice dog. Okay, so this was for wearing the harness, and now... Ouch. This was really, 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 really difficult for him. So we need to think also that some common triggers, and in some puppies, fear doesn't come with big dogs and big breeds, and some identifiable and some very easy to identify situations. Okay, sometimes it's not that easy, and this one of being lifted from the floor was a little bit confusing us, but this was the trigger for the dog. Okay, so lots of people ask this, lots of owners: can aggression be cured? Can fear be cured? Well, we know that it can be reduced, yes, both. Sometimes it can be eliminated, sometimes. For sure it can be controlled, okay? And this is, I think, what we should, as dog trainers, focus is to control it, and by controlling the environment, especially. And in many cases, the only solution is to manage the problem by limiting the dog's exposure to the situation, people or things that trigger the aggression. We should pay close attention to control learning and unlearned behavior. How much comes from what the dog has learned, and how much was from this unlearned behavior, okay? What behavior is coming, what fear and aggressiveness is coming from this, and what is coming from this. So learning is a basic adaptive mechanism. It plays a profound role in dog adaptation to the environment, not adjusting with success to the social surroundings. Okay? Over-concentration of studies about aggressive dogs, it's also something that we should pay attention. Okay? Because mainly we know how to deal with this, but we don't know that much how to deal with fear. Okay? This is my dad's dog, brought him from last holidays. I always bring a setter from somewhere. Brought this from the source in July, and he still is a little bit afraid. So, although we address here for behavior modification of dogs with fear aggression, we need to understand that dogs don't simply get over being feared. Okay, it's not. We don't have something like a potion, like some Cesar Millan book type, and saying, okay, this is how to deal with it. It's not. It's like Bob Bailey said, it's simple. It's not easy. Okay, you should think about simple things to improve it, but very difficult and takes time. Okay, so many are the situations, conditions experienced during early development, or trauma during a period of life, or we don't know, like to how I didn't know anything about it, that can have a lifelong impact upon dogs' behavior and can lead to fearful dogs and then to aggressive responses caused by fear. Okay, so thank you, and I hope you think about your fearful dog more than your aggressive dog.
We have time for just one question now.
I have a question because I have my dog is very similar to Ral. Although he's not afraid of people or sounds or anything, he's great with humans, but he's terrified of other animals. He's always been like that. He did go to dog training classes. It didn't help in the end because he was attacked by a German Shepherd. My question is, what if you don't have a role model dog, which I don't? Friends or acquaintances that I know that have dogs have even more unbalanced dogs than my own. So what if you don't have that role model as a dog? What can you do? Because he's 12 now, and
12?
12, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it might be too late, I don't know. But he does live with a cat. He's okay with a